Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome back to the channel, and an update for the Fenix version 2 Block 2 was released yesterday, fixing a host of problems that lots of users had been reporting since its original release. Now, we know from the Fenix team that a lot of work had gone into the release of version 2 Block 2, and many of us, myself included, were patiently waiting for this release because it is essentially, as spoken about previously on the channel, almost a brand new aircraft. But once that was released to the public for all of you guys to enjoy, some bugs started rearing their heads, and we hoped that the Fenix team were going to address these really quickly, and it turns out that thankfully they have. Two big problems that were causing lots of you issues were the reduced performance and particularly a lack of frame rates when you were checking out the aircraft on its external view. One of the other issues many of you were complaining about was the fact that when you actually loaded into the Fenix aircraft, nothing worked. The screens were white or flashing, and the Fenix app wasn't connecting to the simulator and talking, so it was kind of like a hung start, and there was nothing you could do to get this working. This is something that the Fenix team have looked into, and with this update hopefully addressed. If you're still having issues with your aircraft not starting, then please let us know in the comments. It will be interesting to find out if that has been resolved for everybody. And there are a few other updates that we are going to have a look at in this video. Now, the update itself can either be downloaded from the Fenix website via the dashboard, or you can just run the Fenix app and download it. Once you've done that, just install it over the top of your previous version. You don't need to uninstall the old Fenix aircraft. You can if you wish, however, though remember, if you do this, then your camera files, your config files, will be deleted as well, so it will be worth backing those up if you're going to do a brand new, fresh, clean installation. Now, one big thing following this update is you are going to have to uninstall and reinstall your liveries. This is just part of the update basically, and making sure that you have got freshly updated liveries from your livery manager installed. If you are using external liveries, say from places like flightsim.to, then you may find some issues until the creator of them has updated them. It's also worth noting as well that if you use the WingFlex mod, you're going to get some strange issues in the flight deck. Some people have been seeing things like double thrust levers and double parking brakes, so don't use the WingFlex mod at the moment as it's not currently compatible. The update has also fixed the issue with the livery manager not showing 4K liveries, even if they were correctly installed. You'll be able to see now that you have definitely got 4K liveries installed if that is your preference. One major issue lots of people were having following the version 2 release was an issue with the autopilot. It would turn off and then it wouldn't allow you to re-engage it. This has been fixed by tweaking the alpha protection and recovery part of the aircraft, meaning that you should now be able to turn the autopilot on whenever you wish, and of course it will not disconnect when it's not supposed to. The team have also fixed a couple of issues with regards to GSX, and sometimes things not happening when they are expected to, particularly when boarding and refueling cars were being called at the same time. Hopefully all should now work as expected. It also means that boarding will be started whilst catering is in progress if you've got this option turned on the EFB, which basically just saves you a bit of time when you're on the ground, particularly a function of the low-cost carriers. They have also fixed the problem with the rear door not being able to be opened. It seems Airbus must have been too overly cautious considering what had been happening to their rivals recently. This update also addresses a few issues with the sounds. They have improved some of the sounds, raised the volume of some of them as well in places to make them more realistic, and one sound they have also fixed is the retard call out, which has been on a constant playback after touching down for some pilots. No longer will you need to quickly switch to the external view and back into the flight deck to get that call out to stop. they've also done quite a few updates to their artwork and animations. Things like the window panes around the edge had a small gap that's now been replaced. The ice probe was floating on occasions rather than being securely attached to the airframe, and just general other little bits of artwork that weren't quite right on its initial release. The EFB has also had a few updates as well. The takeoff performance calculator has now been fixed. Occasionally it stopped working if you were using pounds and not kilograms. Also, the Navigraph app was taking too long on some occasions to respond when waiting for authentication. That should also now be fixed for you as well. So all in all, a great update from the Fenix team, but of course it's your view that I'm interested in hearing. I'd really like to know as well how you're finding the overall performance and FPS that you're now getting following this release to the latest version. I know I was suffering from a lack of performance compared to the original version before version 2 Block 2 was released, but I do feel that with this update my performance is now back to where it was originally. But again, leave a comment down below and let me know what you have found with this latest update. Has it fixed things for you? Is the Fenix app working for you so you can actually get on with enjoying this incredible aircraft? Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to leave a like, and of course if you are not yet a subscriber to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any future videos or of course our live streamed flights. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye bye for now.